Disconnect any electrical components from main power before performing the following procedure. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two retaining screws from the rear of the power stance tongue jack's head cover assembly. Remove the two Phillips head screws retaining the bezel to the head cover. Remove the rubber cap that conceals the manual override access port. Remove the two Phillips head screws contained within. You can now separate the head cover from the body of the power stance tongue jack. With a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two screws connecting the bezel to the interior of the head cover assembly. It will help to label the wires using electrical tape for later. Disconnect the four spade connectors running to the switch and disconnect the LED power connection clips. The bezel can now be removed from its housing guide rails. Uninstalling the rocker switch from the bezel assembly is made much easier by first removing the two-way port. With a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the four screws that are securing the two-way port to the bezel assembly. Now remove the two-way port from the bezel. Compress the two serrated retention tabs that are located at the top and bottom of the switch on the bezel's interior side in order to help release it from the bezel assembly. To install your replacement rocker switch, first guide the spade connection tabs through the bezel assembly and then press the switch tight against the bezel. Next, reinstall the two-way port through the rear of the bezel assembly. With a Phillips head screwdriver, reinstall the four screws which retain the two-way port to the bezel assembly. Reconnect the spade connectors to the switch and the LED power connection clips to the LED circuit. Then use the guide rails in the head cover assembly to reinstall the bezel to the head cover assembly housing. With a Phillips head screwdriver, reinstall the two interior mounting screws that secure the bezel to the head cover assembly. Dry fit the power stance tongue jack's head cover onto the head cover assembly. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, install two retaining screws into the mounting points inside of the manual override access port. Reinstall the access port's rubber cap. Install two Phillips head bezel retention screws near the LED. Install two retaining screws on the rear side of the head cover assembly to complete the head cover installation.